Hello, I'm Joseph Dillard. Welcome to the third video in our series on the drama triangle. What would life be without persecutors? We all need someone or something to blame for our misfortune, unhappiness, and lot in life. Parents are always handy, and then there are spouses, and politicians, and the system. And of course, God is available as a persecutor of last resort. The funny thing is that we don't ever see ourselves in the role of persecutor. If others see us as persecutors, it's because they don't understand our good intentions. They don't see that we only have the most altruistic motivations to keep them from making the mistakes we made, to save them from an unhappy life, failed relationships, or from socialists or communists. We represent God and goodness, freedom, and democracy. Those who don't appreciate us and our noble, self-sacrificing actions are the true terrorists and persecutors. Westerners, as colonizers and exploiters, have a long history of taking the role of persecutor within the drama triangle and, like all good persecutors, resolutely believing that they are either just misunderstood and unappreciated rescuers or else they're just victims. Israel, the U.S., and the EU continue in this hallowed tradition in their long history of acceptance of apartheid toward Palestinians. Persecutors don't even see themselves as the rescuers that they are. They are certain they are helpers outside of the drama triangle. Persecutors are bearers of the truth. They know what's best for everyone else. You will do it my way or experience the consequences. Exceptionalism and persecutors go hand in hand. Self-righteousness is a dead giveaway for someone being in the role of persecutor in the drama triangle. Whenever you hear someone say, "I'm only punishing you for your own good," or "This hurts me worse than it does you," or "It's worth it," when ordering sanctions that kill hundreds of thousands of children, you can be sure that the role of persecutor is alive and well, but totally denied. No one wants to think that they are in the role of persecutor, because to do so creates cognitive dissonance. We need to believe we are good and moral, and that our righteous intentions translate into justifiable actions. Who wants to believe that they are not good or are immoral, or that their righteous intentions translate into corruption or exploitation or criminal acts? It is currently quite fashionable for victims to label anyone or everyone who disagrees with them as a persecutor. Such claims, without evidence, should first be viewed as manipulative attempts to change the subject from our own actions. Russiagate and charges of white supremacy, the 1612 saga, and COVID as a conspiracy are examples from the U.S. just from 2021. If I am able to turn scientists and the consensus of the medical community into persecutors, then I can be justified in playing the victim. Persecution in the realm of thought goes beyond self-righteousness to include self-abuse, self-criticism, and abusive addictions. Whenever you beat yourself up for making a mistake, you are in the role of persecutor. You have taken a problem focus of, let's find someone to blame. However, if I can't blame anyone else, I can always blame myself. Clearly, we have strong secondary gains for maintaining the sadomasochism of persecutor. There is often a sense that if we don't persecute ourselves, we will get too uppity, or the belief that beating the donkey harder will make him work harder. Persecution in the realm of dreams includes the fear, anger, sadness, or confusion we feel as a consequence of self-generated imagery scenarios. These feelings feed anxiety, depression, and self-doubt that commonly carry over into our waking mood and perception. The role of persecutor also shows up in your dreams when you change them to feel safe or in control instead of listening to them. We commonly do so by waking up out of a dream or intervening in dream actions in some way to put our comfort over deep listening to other perspectives in the dream. For instance, we don't listen to the persecuting monster in the dream or villain. We just get scared or see them as a persecutor. People think this is both normal and healthy, when often it is merely a form of self-persecution and self-rescuing within the drama triangle. Getting out of the role of persecutor in the drama triangle is critical for integral deep listening because blaming, self-righteousness, and otherwise avoiding responsibility is a sure way to block development, destroy happiness, cut yourself off from peace of mind, and limit your effectiveness at helping to solve the world's many problems. The world needs you to have a solution, but not a problem focus. What are some solutions? It's easy to think of problems, but hey, why don't we focus on solutions? Now, what are some strategies for escaping the role of persecutor in the drama triangle? Well, they're very similar to those of staying out of the other two roles. First, identify when you have feelings of moral justification based on right intent, self-righteousness, or a sense of you or someone else deserving punishment. All those things are pretty much of a sure tip-off that you're in the persecutor role in the drama triangle. Ask yourself, what am I getting out of having these feelings of self-righteousness? In the case of the persecutor, self-justification protects both self-control and identity. Then you can ask yourself, what am I losing by giving up being a persecutor, either of others or myself? Persecutors cut themselves off from perspectives that are not based on intent or identity. Are the benefits worth the losses of being a persecutor? To answer this, we have to consider both short and long-term benefits and losses. Another approach is to identify toxic words, cognitive distortions, and biases that put you in the role of persecutor, and then eliminate them from your thinking and speaking. Toxic words include always, never, should, ought, must, fault, and can't. And I have a video about all these toxic words and more. Another option that you can use to get out of the persecutor role in the drama triangle is to start using integral deep listening interviewing to identify when you are in the role of persecutor in your life issues and dreams, and follow the recommendations of interviewed emerging potentials to move yourself out of drama. Dream sociometry, in particular, because it interviews multiple characters at the same time, clarifies when and how self-persecution is occurring in your life. Another opportunity is to stop viewing others or life as persecuting you. It's probably not true. Most people just aren't so into you as to need to waste their time making life difficult for you. Recognize that when you play the role of persecutor, you are victimizing yourself, and so put yourself in the role of victim at the same time. Recognize that when you play the role of persecutor, you are also rescuing yourself, and so are putting yourself in the role of rescuer. Another approach that you can use as a tool to escape the persecutor role in the drama triangle is to move from self-righteousness in the persecutor role to truth and wisdom in the Socratic triad. Consider having your family and friends ask you, If you were in the drama triangle right now, which role would you most likely be in? And get in the habit of asking yourself the same question. You'll catch yourself in the role of persecutor that way sometimes. Next, learn to recognize and turn down invitations to play the persecutor in your relationships, your thoughts, and your dreams. But of course, in order to do that, you have to first recognize those three roles and be on the outlook for them. In our next video in this series, we will take a look at how the role of rescuer makes genuine health, happiness, intimacy, and inner peace impossible. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.